These armed men patrol in their village on a daily basis. They are not police officers but local residents. Led by Inamullah, a retired school teacher, they took up arms to defend themselves against the Pakistani Taliban, also known as Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or TTP.
امن پاره خو تیار یو کنه ان شاء الله په دې خاورې باندې چیرته ټیک کیږي چیرته حمله کیږي دهشتګرد حمله کوي نو تیار یو ان شاء الله ټول تیار یو مخکې تیار یو هر قسم قرباني ته به تیار یو ډېره مهرباني دي چې اکرام مو جی مهرباني دي ډېره مهرباني.
Around 40 villagers are part of this self-defense group, formed after the Taliban targeted a police station near their village a few months ago.
امن به موږ په خپلې خاورې باندې خپله راولو چې څوک دې موږ خاورې امن خرابوي هغه خلاف موږ اعلان جنګ ده نو بیا به موږ نعره تکبیر لګوو او مخ ته به وځو نعره تکبیر نعره تکبیر.
In Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, 127 police officers were killed by armed Islamic groups during the first quarter of 2023.
The police and security forces are holed up in their posts. They no longer patrol at night. We realized that the village was terrified and decided to take matters into our own hands. We bought all these weapons and ammunition with our own money. If we are safe here today, it's because we are in charge of our own security.
Outside this police station, the law enforcement officers are on high alert. The presence of the Pakistani Taliban has recently intensified in the surrounding areas. The compound was attacked in March and 6 officers were killed. Since then, the security and surveillance systems have been strengthened.
Is the gun loaded?
Yes, it's loaded.
Can you show me?
Look, the bullets are inside.
This is a machine gun. The soldier stands on duty for 4 hours and we come to check on them regularly to see if there have been any insurgent movements and also if their weapons are properly loaded. It's very dangerous here. We also have a soldier on the grenade launcher. It's dangerous to be here. There's always a threat of attack. At night, we use this thermal camera. Terrorists also have night vision goggles and they can track our movements. This camera is important for our safety.
Thermal imaging cameras make a difference when dealing with insurgents equipped with heavy and sophisticated arms. Part of their arsenal are equipments left behind by NATO forces following the Taliban takeover of Kabul.
This whole area is desert and the area behind it is not secure. Sometimes when they attack, they do so from all sides. When we return fire towards one place, they start shooting from the other side.
Pakistan has seen a surge in terrorist attacks since the Taliban regained power in neighbouring Afghanistan in August 2021. Although the Pakistani and Afghan Taliban are two distinct groups, they share the same ideology.
Behind us is the tribal zone. It's a terrorist stronghold. On the other side are the populated districts. We must prevent insurgents from targeting civilians or public officials. That's why we're here. We're the first and the last line of defence.
The police are now taking the role of a counter-terrorism force. After checking up on his men, Rahmatullah tracks the slightest suspicious movement through surveillance cameras.
Previously, we only fought against criminals, but we also have to fight terrorists, and in this battle, we've lost many lives, from common soldiers to senior officers. When we put on this uniform, we forget our families, our children. Wearing the uniform is like wearing a shroud.
Law enforcement officers have become targets even when they are not on duty. Wahidullah's brother was a policeman. He was shot dead last year just a few meters from his home.
He left home in the evening to go to the corner shop and was shot on the way. The shopkeeper called me and asked me to come to the hospital. I rushed there on a motorbike and my brother was lying in the emergency room, dead. The terrorists say they want to implement Islamic law here. What kind of Islam is this, where they kill another Muslim brother?
Pakistan accuses the Afghan authorities of not acting against the TTP present on its soil or preventing them from crossing the border.
The vast majority of the TTP leadership and military command actually resides inside of Afghanistan now, and this is not me speaking. The UN estimates somewhere north of 5,000 active TTP fighters inside of Afghanistan. The level of coordination and collaboration that is existing between the Afghan Taliban and the Pakistani Taliban is not just in terms of operationalization and freedom of movement, it's also in terms of sharing resources, equipment, and manpower.
The TTP is not the only security threat. Pakistan faces a number of other extremist groups such as the Islamic State group. According to the Pakistan Institute for Conflict and Security Studies, violence from different armed groups increased by 79% during the first half of this year compared to last year.